Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Today we're here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, taking on the New Mexico State Aggies as our Owls come in at 4-5. A big win last time out on the road against an undefeated Jacksonville State team as they were 8-0, 17th in the country, and we went in there, played spoiler for the biggest win so far in this dynasty. Our Owls in an encouraging 4-5, 3-2 in conference play. And our bowl hopes still alive after an 0-3 start, along with our conference championship hopes, although they are slim. But we need a win here today as we're now underway from Aggies Memorial Stadium as they'll field that from the tip of the end zone. Jay Moore in good coverage that time. They're stopped at the 14. Josh Terry, a very good stretch here, winners in 3 of our last 4. And there's Rob Webster, junior quarterback from New Mexico State, completing only 48% of his passes. And we did review his attributes last episode, the midseason report, if you call it that. Very good accuracy, so that 48 percentage is a little surprising. They'll start out a give there on the screen, and we strip it. Delius Johnson picks it up, and he's going to take that right into the end zone as the Owls promptly come out, forced a turnover. And Delius Johnson, the 90 overall middle linebacker, gets the scoop and score. Junior linebacker, we have high hopes for him going into his senior campaign. And if that stands, what a play here to start in Las Cruces against the Aggies, 3-6. And we'll take another look here, just the screen, horizontal, let your playmaker make a play. And he was trying a little bit too much, and he was cleanly stripped. I didn't notice who that was on the strip, maybe Brandon Hillman. As Donius Johnson, a gift out of the gate, as our Owls take the lead early here on the road. So the offense will try it again here, back to the drawing board, as they now face a touchdown deficit. Turner going to keep this time, stood up there at the line by Jordan Miles. Miles has had a very productive season there at right end his senior season. Now Turner, drop back. Going to swing that out to the sideline, has a man, and that's going to go for 6. Now it'll be 3rd and 5. We're actually going to go with a linebacker blitz here, play some man. Turner is going to throw. Good route that time, but Turner just misfires. As following the scoop and score, Kennesaw State now forces a 3-and-out. Really good opportunity here early on to take hold of this game. Garcia will see if he can evade those gunners, as he does not, as the Owls will take over at the 39, already up 7-0. Impact players Monty Watkins, running back for New Mexico State, and Noah Arinze, 5 sacks for New Mexico State, leads their team. The Aggies with a pretty poor defensive line, minus the aforementioned Arinze, will take over here, first down. First give here for Garcia, the leader in rushing in the conference, 1 yard. I'll try tight end in. Maybe Dobson underneath going to the sideline. Stanzi on the drop back. And we sat with her way too long. Struggled there to get through our reads as Gabe Jones a sack. As that now makes it 3rd and 16. We're going to try deep attack here. Stanzi takes the snap. We'll just go for Benyard there. Benyard, good spin move working ahead as he gets 11, but still going to be short. Nifty move that time from Benyard, but we will just punt, play the field position battle here early on with a good performance already from our defense so far. And Joshua Hewitt for the punt from his 44. Going to be fielded at the 16. Zeke Shockey misses a tackle. Good return that time, brings up to the 35. Now the Aggies trying to get something, anything going on offense. Still early on in this first quarter, though, but it seems like an eternity. As another incompletion that time. Delius Johnson, very good play there to hit the intended receiver, knocking it free. Now 2nd down. Again, just going to dump that off underneath, and that one's going to lose a couple. Sidney Porter, a good play that time, and now it's 3rd and 12 at the 32. New Mexico State at threat of another 3-and-out. Webster sits in the pocket, plenty of time, as he's going to break a sack and then brought down by Adam Watkins. They just had, I think, all the receivers go vertical on just like 9 routes, and everyone was carried up the field. And Webster there, a sitting duck, another coverage sack for this Kennesaw State defense, which has really come alive in recent weeks. Tyler Enger, the freshman D-tackle, misses on that first attempt, but Adam Watkins there to bury Webster, and the Kennesaw State defense dominating early. The Kennesaw State offense punted their first time out. We're going to try and get the running game going a little bit more here. Garcia, some room to the outside. Garcia still moving, as he'll get 11. Each week, Stanzi and the offense playing with a little bit more confidence. Love to see that from your freshman quarterback. We'll go back to the ground game here for Benyard this time. He gets 2. 2nd and 8 now. Garcia back out there. As he does get the call, Garcia ahead for 3. 3rd and 5 here about midfield. We'll go with the RPO. Try and get Moss there on the bubble. Good diagnosis there. As he does hang on, takes a big shot. As it'll be 4th and 3 at the 49. And again, we'll just play the field position game here with our defense dominating. Although we do have to start converting, start putting together some consecutive plays to move the chains. Hewitt out there again. And that might be a good one if we get the bounce. And we do not, as that will go for a touchback. So only about a 30-yard net there on the punt. The New Mexico State offense already their 4th drive of this first quarter. Webster swings that out to the sideline, has a man, and that gets 8. The Aggies actually have a very good offensive line, upperclassmen at each spot, averaging at like 80 overall, 81 overall. To go back to the run here for Monty Watkins. Haven't seen him at all, I don't think, yet. Let's look at 8. I definitely think the key for the Aggies is running it with your senior running back, Monty Watkins, the highest player on this team. As they do fake it to him this time. Have a man up the sideline there, and Webster just overthrows him. He's had a couple big misses already. That time, the biggest one so far, as that could have tied this game. I think that was Billingsley getting beat over the top. 2nd down. And they'll go back to the run for Watkins. He gets ahead for 5 or 6. Now 3rd and 5, they bring out 5 receivers in this empty set. 3rd and 5 here at the 40, less than 3 remaining in the first. Webster going to roll to the left and just have to throw that one away. Very good coverage over the middle for Kennesaw State. Nothing doing for the Aggies again, as they have yet to work it into enemy territory. Punting now from the 40. Garcia back there to get this one. We didn't get the block there. He's wrapped up at the 21. Time of possession dead even at 4:08 for each side, but no points for either offense so far. Garcia another give, and that's going to come back to a hold. 1st and 20 now, backed up to the 11. We'll go read option. I'll just give to Garcia. Nice lane up the middle. Garcia still going, and he gets almost all of that. 17. We've had really good success running it with our 4 receivers set. Now 2 minutes left in the first. We'll go back to the run this time with 3 receivers, as Benyard cannot work back, loses 3. And now I'll bring some hurry up, try and get him off kilter. I kind of do like tight end stick, but let's go tight end attack instead so we can get Kent, depending on where that middle linebacker goes. I'll adjust the protection a little bit. 3rd and 6 at the 25, Stanzi. We are going to go for Kent there, and he hangs on to that one, breaks the tackle. Carson Kent for 21. Absolutely did not think Carson Kent hauled that one in. What a great catch there from the junior tight end, going to be back next season. Just audible to power here. Garcia, the give, gets a couple. 2nd and 9 at the 47. We're going to bring out the triple option here. As that nothing doing that time. Gabe Jones breaks right through the line with a tackle for loss. And that will take us into the second quarter. 7-0 Kennesaw State. We cashed in on an early turnover. First play from scrimmage, I think. As Dennis Johnson scooped up the fumble, took it to the house. But either offense has not been able to get anything going so far. 4.7 yards per play. As hopefully here on this 3rd down to start the second quarter, we can move the chains. Bring the 4 receivers back out there. Try flood post. Stanzi going to work up. Going to try and scramble for it. Stanzi makes a man miss down a cut. As he'll take it across midfield that time for 18. Stanzi has been so good using his legs to make plays on those dropbacks when we need a 1st down. As now we have a fresh set here. Go counter for Garcia. Nothing doing. Western Kentucky now leading the conference after we upset the Jacksonville State Gamecocks last week. 2nd and 9. I think we'll just go halfback slam with numbers up front. Go to Garcia here. Garcia up the middle. And he'll get 4. 3rd and 5 here. We'll go Benyard on a 9. Depending on where that shaded defender goes. And he does go up the field. Just trying to get Dobson there, and we find him there. 1st down. Just moving the chain slowly but surely. Stanzi a sharp first quarter, now into the second. As he'll keep here on the read option. I thought we were going to have some space, but a good play, I think, by the safety. Corner Jacoby Campbell to get off a block. 2nd and 12, we'll just go dive here. 2nd and 12. Garcia, another good carry. As he gets ahead for 10. The more receivers we have out there on the field, the better Garcia runs. And now 3rd and short. We'll go to Benyard here. He does find a nice lane there. Benyard down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal now at the 10. We'll try this halfback angle with Garcia. Do we get him? We do get him, and Garcia into the end zone for the touchdown. The Conference USA leading rusher finds pay dirt this time through the passing game as Kennesaw State doubling our lead. Our defense leading a monstrous effort so far. Our offense finally finding some form. As we find the end zone, we extend this lead. And we're handling New Mexico State quite well here. Another road game in conference action. As 3-2 in conference now. Hopefully our 4th win. As next week we'll have a 1-win Louisiana Tech at home for Senior Day. Definitely a must-win. Otherwise, very good stretch here for our Owls set here. Hopefully to win our 4th out of 5. As Britton Williams, the extra point up and good. 14-0 here. 7:06 left in the second. The Aggies back out there. Only 28 yards of total offense. A fake there as Webster has a man over the middle. And they get half of what they already had on that one. I also see at the bottom ticker there UTEP up 13-0 over Jacksonville State. So the Gamecocks may be in line for back-to-back losses. And UTEP, a team we handled quite well going back a few weeks. I think that one might have been a two-score game that we won. That is now 2nd and 3 at the 45. And they'll fake it again. Webster has a man there at the sideline. He hangs on. Good connection that time. New Mexico State now into Kennesaw State territory for the first time. P.J. Johnson on that catch. The Aggies finally stringing something together. They go to the run now. And they'll go for 6. Now more than halfway through the second quarter, Webster making some adjustments. Man in motion there out of the slot. They'll fake it to him. Fake it to the running back as well. And then just throw that one away. I thought he might have had something open downfield, but just tossed that one. As now it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 31, 5:03 remaining. Love to get a stop here for Kennesaw State. Keep imposing your will on this team. Good give there to the running back. He gets ahead for 8 in the first. That was Mike Washington Jr. Very good spell back here for New Mexico State. As Webster has a man there. Good. He found the man there in the soft spot. And New Mexico State finds the end zone. They answer back. Finally something going on offense. A little spark. And hopefully for them that gets them going here. Towards the end of the first half, they get on the board. And they answer Kennesaw State's touchdown promptly. And it's something they definitely need to do. You don't want this game to get too far away from you. You definitely want to get something going at least towards the end of the half. And Webster was very sharp on that drive. Found the soft spot there. And the Aggies into the end zone for the first time here at home. Let's see if the Owls can respond. 4:30 remaining in the half. Maybe we could just kill the rest of the clock at some points. Close it out. We'll go triple option here. Get the pitch for Garcia. Moss did not get the block there in the second level, but Garcia still gets 8. We'll bring out 3 tight ends here on 2nd and 2. Stanzi. Just go underneath there for Jamichael Braham, the freshman. His 3rd catch of the year. That gets the first down. Going back a couple weeks ago, Braham had like a 20-yard catch and run, his first catch in his career. And then he fumbled, took a really big hit at the end of that one. Garcia, another give, -1. Now 2nd and 11, 3 minutes remaining in the half. We'll try triple option again. As we do get the pitch off for Benyard. Benyard still going up the sideline now. Benyard across midfield. Benyard still going. Benyard across the 20 now, across the 10. And he has the tiptoe there. We didn't have the straight line on. We kind of veered off. An explosive play from Gabriel Benyard off the option. We've been really finding our stride with the triple option here in recent weeks. And this time the biggest hit we've had so far. Good read there from Stanzi. Good timing on the pitch. 50 yards for Gabriel Benyard as he takes that down to the 11. First down now, probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. We'll give to Garcia. Garcia works to the outside, spins off a guy. And now a timeout. Colt Mangino, I think, starting safety hurt. As that will stop the clock before the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 2. We'll go back to Garcia here. Garcia is going to go to the outside. Garcia scrapping up the middle. Gets 1. So it'll be 3rd and 1. That will take us into the 2-minute warning. 14-7 here. 3rd and 1 at the 1-yard line. Benyard in the backfield. They're going to try and finish this one off after that big carry. Benyard up the middle, and he gets into the end zone. Benyard had that 50-yard rush, and now he gets into the end zone. The senior running back, receiver. He's done it all here in this dynasty. His last home game next week, as we'll honor the seniors on this team. But it's good to see him a big play and then finish with the touchdown. 21-7 now going into towards the end of the half. Hopefully we can hold it into halftime. 1:57 left in the half. All their timeouts for the Aggies to make something happen. Webster going to the sideline, and he hooks up with his man. Good catch there at the sideline through contact. Good coverage. Got 1 foot in. 21-7 Owls, although to take this into the half. We also do get the ball. Webster going to be pressured. Breaks the sack. He doesn't get that off for the dump off there to the running back. And a good play there by, I think, Hugh Billingsley to make this stop. But I think Westmoreland was there initially and could not finish the sack. Webster, good strength there to shake it off. Does get the throw off, although no gain. 2nd and 10 now to 36. Just going to dump that off in another drop. New Mexico State has had 3 or 4 drops. And we mentioned earlier how Webster has such a low completion percentage. And maybe that's why a big one early on, which could have gone for a touchdown, another one before that. And now 1 here, 3 significant drops, 3rd and 10. And he does have his man there at the sideline. Really works the sidelines well, Webster does. As that was the 5th catch of the day for P.J. Johnson, already with that touchdown as well. 1:29 now. All their timeouts remaining. Webster just going to swing that out for his running back, 6 yards. He gets out of bounds. 2nd and 4 now at the 44. Webster takes the snap. Again, just going to go towards the sideline, working it very well there. I think that was Johnson again, as Webster is starting to pick us apart. Now the Aggies at the 36. Webster out there empty. Has a man over the middle, makes the catch. Brought down short of the line to gain. So that'll be 2nd and 2 at the 29. Webster going, and he's picked off by Devin Ross. He was having such a good end of the half. Then Devin Ross, his 2nd interception playing. Very good man coverage there. Webster certainly tried to squeeze one in, a little ill-advised that time. And Devin Ross, the 2nd turnover forced by this defense in the first half. And that's the difference. When we can win the turnover battle and establish the run, we're going to win games. And we're certainly doing that here today. Devin Ross, the redshirt freshman corner, has had a really good presence in the slot. You know, really good coverage there. Safety over the top as well. But Webster still trying to force it. And now 47 seconds for the Owls, and you probably don't want to do anything too crazy, but at the same time, you could still cash in on some points. And we'll go RPO there for Garcia. Garcia works up ahead, and he will get 13. We do call a timeout. We're going to try and go a little aggressive here. Pour it on. 41 seconds. We'll go screen this time. And we do get that off for Garcia. Good block. Garcia gets ahead. He gets 8 or 9. And Colt Mangino again an injury timeout, as this one works to our benefit. 35 seconds remaining. Now 2nd and 3, we got mesh corner. And Stanzi just going to roll it. We'll just dump that off for Garcia as he makes the grab, gets out of bounds for the 1st. Now 29 seconds left here at the 43. Stanzi sitting in the pocket trying to escape, and we do not. We will call a timeout. I don't know if that was the best to call a timeout there, as that was a pretty substantial loss. Now 2nd and 17. And now at this point, we might just have to cut our losses. We'll give it to Garcia. He's able to get outside, makes a good spin there at the corner. But 3rd and 13, we'll just let this go into the half. And we'll take a 21-7 lead. Owls leading here by 2 touchdowns against New Mexico State, as our Owls 4-5, winners in 3 of our last 4. And our bowl hopes still alive. We have to win 2 of our last 3. And we're certainly on pace to coming out of this one with a win. Going to come out in the second half, establish the running game, burn the clock. And hopefully, you know, we keep having the smooth sailing here. I feel like something always kind of goes haywire for us. This one may be a little too smooth, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Our defense has really come alive down the stretch, and our offense, you know, as long as we're not turning the ball over, as that was such a nice turnover to start the game. Denius Johnson gets the touchdown. Well deserved there for the junior linebacker, captain of our defense. Stanzi, I believe, 8 for 8 to end the first half with a touchdown, and he's done exactly what he's needed to do, as he's done most of the season. So we're here to start off the second half, as we will get the ball 21-7. Let's get out of here with another conference win. Would make us 4-2 in the conference, and keep our hopes alive at an appearance in the conference championship. Kickoff there brought us to the 24-yard line. Let's just go fullback dive with Jermichael Braham. The freshman, Jermichael Braham, gets ahead for 17. Jermichael Braham, what a weapon we have there. He was just a normal, normal recruit. He wasn't a gem or anything, but still came back with that impact development. Stick in this formation, go past this time, though. We'll get Garcia underneath. Good block over the middle there by Benyard. As that sprung Garcia free, he gets 12. Kennesaw State already across midfield into Aggies territory. We'll give it again here for Garcia. Kind of got caught there on the edge, gets 4. 2nd and 6 now. We'll try Z under. Stanzi will swing that one out for Benyard, get him out into space. Benyard, good spin move there from Benyard, works to the 31, 11 yards. Stanzi now 10 for 10 for number 10. First down to 31, go back to the run here for Garcia. Good blocking, Garcia, good vision, good cuts. He'll get 16 now, over 100 yards. Now we'll try Z slant corner here in the red zone, maybe Kent. And we're trying to get him. We had our eyes upfield. Almost took a sack, but able to get rid of it. That was Tyler Martinez on the pressure. 2nd down now. We'll go back to the run here. Give to Garcia. Good blocking. Garcia puts his foot in the dirt on the cut there. Gets 9. As I said, Garcia, the leading rusher in the conference, pretty much has been throughout the course of this year. And already kind of adding on with over 100 yards here early on in the 3rd. Now we ought to be able to roll out flood there. We'll see how that goes. We got Moss. Can Moss find the end zone? He does. What a good audible that time. We had Moss there. Roll out flood to get those 2 extra blockers. Really, you just have 2 guys running routes on that side of the field. Christian Moss, maybe his first touchdown of the season for the senior receiver, the Virginia Tech transfer. He hasn't had much production, definitely not as much as he envisioned when he transferred here, pre-Dynasty. But he's been solid, kind of held our wide receiver room together and stands, working across his body, finding Moss. And Moss a tremendous job to finish for the touchdown. Kennesaw State buzzing here on the road. The Aggies now face a pretty hefty deficit to open the half, although Webster was really finding his form there to close out the first half. So we'll see if he can kind of be a little more consistent. Webster off the play action, and we don't get, I thought it was a safety. That's Jordan Miles on the sack, backing him up 10 yards. As it'll now be 2nd and 20 at the 1-yard line. Definitely thought that was going to go for a safety. We have not yet had one in this dynasty. And Jordan Miles maybe just an inch as Webster rolled back way too far. And I feel like that should have been a safety, but we'll show the Aggies some mercy here. What a big play. The Aggies just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Now we're going to bring some pressure here. 2nd and 20 to go with the ground game. As Benyard there able to make an impact in the lane. Finished up by Tyler Anger. So just like that, it's 3rd and 15, backed all the way up at your own 6-yard line. And he gave up a touchdown. Not how you wanted to start this half, but if you get a conversion here, it's all good. Off the hands of Porter there, kind of batted it like a volleyball. Thought the teammate would be able to bring it down, but nothing doing as New Mexico State, very bad start here at home. And, touchdown here from Kennesaw State, even points. He kind of sealed it blowout status as we'll fair catch that one at the 46. Owls already in Aggies territory, trying to pour it on here. We'll go speed out there for Moss. And we will get him. He holds that one in and gets 5. We're going to go read option here, but I think we'll try a little aggressive play call this time with the lead. And, the more we go on, the more confidence, I guess, I get. I accumulate. And playing this game with confidence just makes such a big difference. We'll try to get Benyard there up the field, and we're picked off as I say that. A little overconfident in that spot. We did have Benyard though, but maybe a second or two late on the throw. Stanzi just his 2nd incompletion of the day. We turn it over here. We should have probably just kept running the ball, burning the clock, but we're trying to open up some more things in the passing game. And, we got to try things out when we can of 21 here, but maybe a turning point for the Aggies. Josiah Cox on the interception. Only the 5th interception thrown by Stanzi all season. I'll certainly take that. We've been really good at taking care of the football in the passing game over the course of this dynasty so far. Now Monty going to try and get something going, gets 9. Monty Watkins only his 5th carry, and I really thought they were going to feed him in this one. Probably would have had better results. Now they'll fake it. Webster going to go for Watkins, and we had Pettigrew kind of carrying upfield with him, and Webster hit Pettigrew right in the hands, but he dropped an interception. Webster, a quarterback with such high accuracy ratings, definitely doesn't seem like it. Now 3rd and 1 at the 34. Has man over the middle, finds him, and that's going to go for the first down, 15 yards. Again, that was P.J. Washington. His big day continues. First down, Aggies at the 49. Someone jumped off sides, no call, and then we'll give it to Monty Watkins. He gets 3, hit hard. Now 2nd and 7 as they are across midfield. Going to go to Watkins this time. As he gets teamed up on 5 yards, 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 here, going to bring corner blitz. Webster from the shotgun. He takes the snap, gives to Watkins, and Watkins gets head for the first down. Good tackle, though, by Pettigrew. First down, Aggies going to try some man this time, as Webster has a man there at the sideline, and he did not quite get him. That throw a little too far off. We had tight coverage there, but kind of pulled off. And they will go to the booth review, so we'll see if the receiver got a foot in. And they do call it a catch, so first down out to 22. Webster starting to pick us apart a little bit. Fakes that one, but that throw in the dirt at the feet of his receiver. Second down, 2:41 left here in the third. Webster on the drop back. They set up a screen there, and that's going to go for about 6. 3rd and 4 out here in dime. We'll bring a dime blitz, see if we can get home. As Webster, time to throw, and he's going to be brought down, and that call works out that time. It's going to force a 4th down, as I don't think they'll go for the touchdown. We'll see, as that aggressiveness pays off this time on the safety blitz, as Devin Ross gets home. An interception and a sack now for the slot corner, and that's a nice feat. A sack and an interception. You know, you've had a good day at the office. So this will be a 39-yard field goal to make it a 28-10 game. Still would be 3 possessions, as that one is up, and that one is good, as New Mexico State, a promising drive, but stalls out on the sack, as they now have an 18-point deficit late here in the 3rd quarter. The Owls still up 3 possessions, 134 remaining in the quarter. Interception last time out, is probably going to be a little more conservative this time, as Garcia gets 1. I say we're going to be conservative, but we're going to try play action here. Stanzi is going to try and get that underneath for Bohannon. He makes the grab. That defender sold out trying to play the ball, as he missed Bohannon for 19. Now first down at the 41. Give it to Garcia. Garcia, a couple good cuts. He gets 4. As that will take us into the 4th quarter. 28-10 here. Kennesaw State playing a very good stretch of football. As I've said, winners in 3 of our last 4. 4-2 record, or sorry, 3-2 record in the conference. There we see the top 25: Oregon, Clemson, Texas, SMU. But I did see at the bottom the Ducks were losing to Rutgers earlier. So we'll see if the Scarlet Knights can pull off the upset there. 2nd and 6 at the 45 here to start the second half. We'll go Garcia on the run, try to get that out wide, and that's going to go for -6. 3rd and 11 out to 39. We'll just go scat. Just dump that off for Dobson. As now an injury timeout. Tyler Martinez this time. 4th and 5 at the 46. I did think about going for it, but up 3 possessions. Our defense playing really well. No need to force the envelope at this point, especially with some time left. So Hewitt on for the punt from his own 46. Going to be fielded at the 14. And a big hit there by DJ Stewart on special teams. Aggies with it at the 21. The Aggies out there empty to start this 4th quarter, down 18. Webster going to go down the field. Webster. And he hits his man. A big connection that time. And that's exactly what we needed, what they needed. Donovan Falpel on the catch, the team's top receiver. As Webster and the passing attack has really found some sort of form here as they've gone on, but you need a finish. Now at the 35. Quick one there, just a quick hitch for his receiver. Still fighting for yardage. That one gets 8. Now 2nd down. Webster. Gonna have a man there. And he does find some yardage after the catch, gets the 1st. That was Donovan Falpel again. A fresh set now for the Aggies. They'll go to the running game. Breaks the tackle, still going. Monty Watkins into the end zone. And the Aggies are not done yet, as they now make it a 2-possession game. Monty Watkins, it was only a matter of time before he'd had a big run. Down, what, like 25, 30 yards or so, as New Mexico State gets into the end zone this time via the ground game. And they're making it interesting here. 8:29 remaining. Aggies find pay dirt. So here for Kennesaw State, really when you need to start burning some clock, putting together some consecutive first downs. You don't want to get the Aggies any more momentum at this point. As we'll go Garcia. Nice cut there into the lane. He'll get ahead for 5. Now 2nd and 6 at the 29. We'll go right back to him. Garcia, nice lane, good blocking. Garcia still going, and he'll get 9. Benyard now into the backfield. He'll get a turn here as he gets the carry. Really nothing doing for him that time, just 1. Now 2nd and 9. We'll get it back to Garcia. Try to get that outside. Gets 4. So 3rd and 5 now. We'll take to the halfback angle. Stanzi takes a snap. We'll just go Kent underneath there, and he can't hang on. As that defender going downhill makes a good play on the intended receiver. As again, we will have to punt here. The Aggies still some life. They are going to get the ball back. The passing game has really come alive for them. And Watkins putting together some good carries as well. As they're starting to click. Watkins on the return there, taking down to the 26. So 5:40 remaining now. Aggies 28-17. Plenty of time still left in this game. Watkins going to swing that out, and it's almost intercepted. That was Devin Ross just there at the sideline underneath. Another bad read from Webster. Now a sack, interception, and pass deflection there for Devin Ross. Webster now out there empty. Webster has his tight end. Good route there against Anilius Johnson. Tight end breaks the tackle. And now a big switch there. I think that one for 36. And New Mexico State again threatening now, as they're in a good spot here to cut it to a one-possession game. Webster, quick check down there, finds his man for 7. Already 33 pass attempts for Webster, I think at 264 passing yards. Again, out there empty. Quick one there for his receiver, and he'll haul that in for a few first down. Now the Aggies just taking the quick hits, getting 4, 5, 7 yards at a time. And they fake it there for Watkins. Gonna go to the end zone. And it's batted down. Hillman, I think Billingsley there, maybe a game-clinching interception, as Webster is just he's not afraid to let it rip. He'll take the shot no matter what, as the Aggies live to see another down. Now second down at the 25, exactly 4 minutes left in this game. Just going to set that one up horizontal, the screens, good sidestep, breaks the tackle, that'll go for 6. And now they're going to start hurrying it back. Less than 4 minutes in this ball game, a 3rd and 4. Now inside the red zone. Webster has his tight end, and we get Pettigrew there. Good reaction. We read that maybe a little too late, but Pettigrew still gets there to impede the pass. Incomplete, as they have to settle for a field goal now inside the red zone. This one to make it a touchdown deficit, as that kick is up and good. So the Aggies clawing their way back slowly but surely, and now they need another stop from their defense, which has been very strong here in the second half, as they get that field goal up. 28-20 now. An 8-point game, 3:40 remaining. Now a little pressure on the backs here of the Owls offense. What seemed to be a nice lead earlier is now just a one-possession game, as Gavin Garcia, the injury timeout. So 2nd and 7, the injury timeout stops the clock. We'll go to the run here. I'm sorry, the pass here can't be so predictable. Try slants. Stanzi going to just try and run. He will have the corner there. Stanzi up the sideline, will slide. And another injury timeout. This is just kind of bamboozling us at this point. Stanzi another first down on the scramble. But the clock does stop. Now for Benyard, we'll try and work this to the outside. And we're wrapped up there. Really good play. I thought we were going to have the speed, as Buda Palete on the tackle for loss. At least the clock's still moving after that. 2nd and 13. We'll go slants again. Stanzi. We had a tight end, but he was held up now for Moss. And Christian Moss hangs on. First down. That's a big one. And the game clock does beat the play clock by like a half second. So we'll just take that into the 2-minute warning. Go strong power here at a pistol wing. 28-20. We kind of fell apart here, but still leading. A first down would do wonders at this point. Nothing doing there. As very good run defense from the Aggies. They call a timeout. In this spot, I don't even really mind, going with the pass. Moss is like all the way out there by himself. Can we just call Verts and just give it to Moss? And that's knocked down. We maybe should have waited a little bit more. I don't know why they would just leave him kind of, wide open like that. But that one kind of detrimental for us, as that does stop the clock. 3rd and 11. And I mean, going a run here is kind of conservative. I kind of want to go for the first down, go for the win, but I don't really like this look. We'll just go with the run here, force him to burn a timeout. As Quay Ashley gets it, really nothing doing, and the Aggies do burn their 2nd timeout, so they're going to have a chance here. We missed Moss on maybe what would have been an easy touchdown. As 1:51 remaining for the Aggies, only trailing by 8. As they've worked their way back into this game. We've been really bad at closing games. Not so much last week against Jacksonville State, but this week against the Aggies, as we don't get the bounce. So 1:45 remaining. They'll have it here at the 20. And hopefully our defense can, withstand this test late, as we try to keep the lead here. 28-20 against the Aggies. Webster has a man there towards the sideline. Fighting ahead. We're going to be brought down short of the line to gain, so the clock will continue to run. They're going to hurry it back here. As now 1:30 remaining in this football game. Webster still empty now, 2nd and 2. Webster has a man there, and he hauls it in. Pettigrew now Faupel over 100 receiving yards. 1:20 now left. They hurry back at the 43. Getting the call from the sideline. Webster now with it. Again, just going to have a quick one for his tight end. Pettigrew makes the stop as the clock will continue to run. 2nd and 2 now as we hit the 1 minute mark. Webster going to his left, just going to dump that one underneath, and they get the first down. Sidney Porter, a good tackle. Webster now directly under center as they will spike it. So 48 seconds now as they're at the 46, 1 timeout remaining. Webster has thrown it 42 times so far, 28 out of 42. That is now 2nd down at the 46. Webster going deep, and that's knocked down by Brandon Hillman. Another one knocked down there from Hillman, as that could have sealed it. So 44 seconds now. Webster again on the drop back, going for his tight end, and we had another one in our hands. Garland Benyard that time on the user lurk, but we did not get it. As it's now 4th and 10, it all comes down to this one. And we're just going to go cover 4 quarters here. A lot of dropped interceptions here. Webster has, kind of gifted some of our guys with a clean one right in their hands. And some of them have not been able to take advantage, as Sidney Porter that time just knocking it down. And that is going to do it. A little anticlimactic there at the end. A little, late surge here from New Mexico State, but could not get it done. As now we'll go Benyard, just one last carry to end his day. Another injury timeout. What is going on? So we're going to come out in the victory formation as we have taken it here from Aggies Memorial Stadium. We take down New Mexico State, our first meeting with them, as we did not face them last year. This year it's Sam Houston State who we're not facing, but now 5-5 on the season. We've won 5 out of our last 7 after an 0-3 start, and we need to win just 1 out of our last 2 to be going bowling this year. We still have a chance in the conference championship picture. As Gavin Garcia, player of the game. Devon Stanzi, a very clean game throwing the football. I think just 2 or 3 incompletions for him. And that turnover in the beginning really set the tone. Devin Ross, a very strong game on defense, as well as our slot corner, an interception, pass deflection, and a sack. As you know, we're really clicking right now, playing very good team football. And that's what we've kind of been building up to in this series. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Another fun game. Only 2 more left. Hopefully 3, with that conference championship, with that bowl game. And we'll see if we can work up to that this season. 15 out of 19 for Stanzi, 150. 2 touchdowns, interception on the ground. 129 for Garcia, probably still the leading rusher. Benyard had that 50-yard run earlier. 58 and a touchdown. 17-yard rush there for Jermichael Braham. Receiving 4 for 37, a touchdown for Garcia, 4 for 30 for Moss. We were sacked twice in this game. Nate Wright gave up 1 last week, 1 this week. Only 2 sacks allowed, though, on the year for him. 3 team sacks. Devin Ross, Miles, then Watkins Enger had a half sack. An interception from Devin Ross. And pass deflections, 2 from Hillman, Porter, and Pettigrew. Benyard, Ross, Johnson with 1 each as well. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.